Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to StarCraft 2 Amateur Championship after the short delay and the song that Chuwanga suggested in the Twitch chat in the previous stream. This is Vladoman, as you can see, and we're gonna be watching once again Stef versus Chuwanga this time, and actually in the meantime Kurosata versus I'm not exactly sure versus who is going on. So yeah, a lot of matches being played tonight, and sadly I cannot stream all of them at once. But I really would have liked to. So the veto actually started, and the map that got banned are Golden Wall, Purity, and Simulacrum, which are exactly the same maps that were banned in game in the first best of 4. Huh. I wonder what it's gonna be actually, because it's gonna be a TvT, and I'm a Terran player, and this is very convenient. Let's see. So the maps are gonna be once again Eternal Empire, Everdream, Nightshade, and Zen. So I played TvT in all of them, and I really don't have anything against those maps in TvT. I actually don't have anything against any maps on TvT because, mm, as I like to say, TvT is the only thing keeping me above uh, the the fif- the 50% win rate. Oh, and TVZ a little. Hmm. Okay, so uh, so Chuwanga has a fan club, obviously. Apparently, actually, Quixotic, Quixotic, Quixotic actually should be pronounced like that. Welcome, uh, Chungwanga. That's actually I like how oof no ha it's a slow process. Chungawunga, pretty solid, I must say. Actually, thank you Chuanga for bringing the people here. So welcome Boriket, Boriket or Bu- Boriket. I'm honestly I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And Toto Lutoto, welcome guys. uh, so Zen fourth and Everdream is gonna be yeah. So first is Nightshade, as we see. Oh, by the way, just call me buddy. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Uh, so by the way, before the map on Everdream, or actually after the game on Everdream, I really want to play a song from Nightwish, which is called Everdream, and is really, really beautiful song. So both players are in the lobby. They're playing red versus orange, which is gonna be interesting, I admit. So we'll see if it's castable, and if it's not, I'm gonna ask them to switch colors for the next matches. But let's test it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Uh, I'm gonna ask them. Whoa, actually, a lot of viewers. Hello, Grubo, as well. I'm not sure I greeted you. Prankcher, hello there. So, both are ready, and we're jumping into game number one. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, while you're here, you can totally follow this channel so you can get notifications when we're doing streaming. So, yeah, a lot of cool streams coming up ahead, so be sure to check them out. Alright, and jumping into game number one. Ladies and gentlemen, the game has been paused by the player who's in the top left corner of Nightshade. Let me hear you for... And I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna reveal it until the game is unpaused. Which is very... Is it me? Apparently there's some lag. I wonder what's the case. Maybe some... Maybe some connection problem from Stef? I don't know. A ballast bug? I don't know what's a ballast bug. Or maybe it's something else. Huh, I don't know, I don't know. I really don't. Huh. Ah. Ah. Yeah. I know this one, and I still don't know what causes it. So I advise on restarting as well. So we're gonna wait. Well, Scorpion says that actually Steph is without a loss in is without a loss so far in his group. Ah, Totulito, hello there. I hope your stream is muted. Yeah, he said that he's gonna reload. In the meantime, I wanna show you something. So, all right, we're here, and this is our Matcherino page. So I'm gonna do a little bit of an advertisement. So what do we have here? We got, most importantly, our prize pool for the Diamond Division, which is the remarkable number of $120, which are going to be distributed amongst the first 5 players from the Diamond Division. So, what you can do to raise that prize pool even more, you can simply hit contribute and do this. It's this right here is the code for the Diamond Division. You can also use the items in the marketplace. There's some very cool Match Arena stuff, by the way. Like, we left them there on purpose. Alt key. Oh, probably actually, yeah. And you can also contribute by completing these little sponsor quests. They're basically subscriptions, retweets, and follows. Here is the same as well, but you can still do it. So, why am I showing you this? So, look at here for the Masters. They're currently fighting for $18, which is $100 less than the Diamond. What we want to do is raise the Masters and the Grandmasters, actually. I mean, look at this. Ah, come on. Okay, gonna do something else. So the Masters and the Grandmasters are fighting for this. We really don't want that. So guys, I sincerely ask you, go to these 2 pages, type !Machorado in the Twitch chat, go to these pages and do the sponsor quests for these pages, because those guys deserve it so much. I mean, have you seen their games? Like, watch the VOD Mixu versus Acheron, and you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Please, really donate to the guys because they're amazing. And right now, back to the game. The other thing I wanted to show. In the meantime, I'm gonna load the game. Let's go to tier 5 here. Okay, so standings. We got Stef, who's dominating like a boss, and we got Chuwanga, which is actually the third in his group. And if he actually if he 4-0 Stef, or even at least take some games from him, it's gonna be very, very. Okay, wait, I lost my train of thought. So, if Chuanga actually takes some game out of Stef, it will be good for the whole group. It's like one for all. But if actually Stef 4-0s Chuanga, he's gonna be literally unbeatable. Gonna ask them if they're ready. Which is, wow. I mean, so Chuanga is basically, he must take some games. This is a very big pressure on his shoulders. And oh boy, damn. Huh. Okay, so I think they're both ready. I think ready. By the way, Scorpion, could you paste the links in the Twitch chat for Matcherino so the guys can donate? Thank you in advance. Are they ready? Huh. I'm not sure they are. Are they? Are they not? Nobody knows. Okay, I think we're here. I think that everything should be fine. I'm gonna ask if they're ready once again. And I'm actually gonna, oh no, no. Ha, okay, that's the right key. That's it. Okay, so both players are ready and we're jumping into game number 1 for a second time, but it's still the first game. So nothing is clear, nothing is known. I made the bracket analysis, so it's time for the in-game analysis, guys. What do we have here? We got Nightshade. It's gonna be a clown fiesta because it's a Terran versus Terran, and TvT is always a freaking clown fiesta. I mean, what do you expect? Jumping into game number 1. In the top left corner of Nightshade, this is the fan base. The player with the fan base. Players' fan base. This is the orange Terran player, Chuwanga. And his opponent, who took a 4-0 in the previous best of 4. This is the representative of Red Blood. Let me hear you for Stef. The map is Nightshade. Both players' keys, hotkeys, and so on are working. What's gonna happen? Nobody knows. Well, we know that Chuwanga is gonna scout, so that's for sure. Well, he's even gonna scout for some fake bases ish, kinda. So that's very good actually. I like it. I love it. Whew. Whoa. Okay. He scouted. He knows that there are not many weird shit going on. Oop. Excuse me. Censor that. And Steph is actually going for a CC on the low ground, very confident. Especially in TvT, especially considering those Reapers going around the map. Um, yeah, a factory from Chuwanga, probably a factory from Steph in a moment. So, Steph's TvT, what can I say about that? Huh. Hmm. I'm actually not that sure. Oh, he took the first hit, so this is a huge advantage, honestly. Uh, Right now, the Reaper is gonna try and chase. I mean, this Reaper can do nothing. What I see is that actually Chuwanga is playing on meta right now with the 3 Reaper, 2 Hellions stuff. It's important that... Okay. Oh, he takes the first hit here, but is shot back and... Ooh, okay. Takes out the Reaper and... His first Reaper actually died here, it seems. Yeah, he did, and I missed it because I'm a professional caster and I have huge map awareness. So, Chuanga's base is very late. I mean, it's a lot later. Like, Stef's base is already mining with a Mew and an SCV, while Chuanga's base has just started building up. He got some units, but he cannot really do any considerable damage, except if he goes in. If he goes in, he will be able to do a lot of damage. Question is he gonna do it? Because looks like he's not really has the intention to do that. Well, he's gonna go with them now, but when he's on this side of the map, there's gonna be a whole siege tank on the battlefield. So, as you probably know, this is not gonna turn out very well. So they're focusing down the Hellion, almost took it out actually. Oh boy, these Marines doing a lot of damage, and the Reaper should be very careful now. He should retreat. No, and he died. Look at him go. Chuwanga's base is finally finished, and he's probably gonna transfer some SCVs down there. Actually, I I kind of understand Chuwanga's style because I go for a little later CC as well in favor of doing some early damage. But I go for a Raven and stuff like that, and he's going actually for a Liberator, which is a pretty good response to the siege tank as well. So this is already gonna be, or forming up to be, a very interesting game of TvT. I would have said game of chess, but honestly, what's the difference in this matchup? Uh, it's gonna be Umojan skins versus Special Forces skin. The high-tech white units versus the bulky black ones. So where's the lip? Where's the lip? Is it doing damage? Yeah, he wants to do some damage on the mineral line, but actually Chuwanga must be very careful with these 3 siege tanks. Yeah, he decides to step behind a little, but no, he wants to commit to that. But this range, this is very dangerous, and well, Chuanga needs to be very careful. I said very careful. Oh, this is actually a very good spot. I mean, he cannot really attack with these or with the siege tanks. And in the meantime, Chuanga is taking a lot of SCVs, like 10 SCVs, 11, 12. Oh my god, the mineral line is gone. 13 SCVs. This actually double. Excuse me. So right now Chuanga is double the worker count. He lost the Liberator, I think. No, he did. He saved the Liberator as well. Oh my god! And he's taking a third base behind that. So this is a great play from Chuanga so far. But now he needs to be very careful because Stef is coming out with a slight army advantage, but with great positioning. Chuanga will be totally able to counterattack that, but there's simply not that much bio. And he needs to be very careful. Okay, so the Marines are going down, and the Liberator is shooting all those siege tanks. This Marine is gonna be the doom of them all. Look at that. Oh, but never mind, it died. So the 3 siege tanks go down as well, which means that, oh my god, Chuanga is very taking that game, and the CC on the low ground is gonna get sniped immediately. I mean, this is too exposed. He needs to build the CC if he wants to go for a third base. He needs to build it here, and even here, it's not 100% that it's gonna be safe because Chuanga can simply siege up here and just kill everything on the high ground with the proper vision, of course. In the meantime, the third base is ready, and Chuanga is probably doing a macro cycle while rallying up everything he has across the map. Stef must be very careful. He got the energy for 1 disable matrix, but he has no air, and this Viking is precious, and it went down. It's not that precious anymore. Never mind, it's the second one. I love Terran. I love TvT. I'm not sarcastic. Oh, it's actually TvT is a pretty fun matchup once you get once you start understanding it. And 2 more SCVs go down. These Marines. Oh, snipe medevac, snipe it. Yes, no, the medevac. Yes, thank you. Okay, so the Marauder is gonna go down. Well, and the Liberator is gonna go down. Maybe. No. Okay, never mind. Chuanga is sieging up his opponent, but right now this was a little bit reckless. It was very reckless. Never mind. So Chuanga lost 2 siege tanks to 3. Oof. Ooh, but this siege tank lives, so everything's okay, I guess. What happens in the meantime? Well, in the meantime, happens that Chuanga has his production up and running very smoothly, by the way, and I really appreciate that. I mean, in TvT, one of the most important thing is how well you spend your money, because the better you spend your money, the more army and the more stuff you have in general. And Chuanga is doing a pretty good job at that at the moment. Ooh, Stef actually lost his Raven and needed to replace it, to remake that. He also actually should switch the starport with to a reactor, to a something with a reactor, because right now he doesn't have that much air production, and we see that Chuwanga has double air production right now. So a lot of units occupying Stef's base, and Stef is very unsure. He doesn't want to move out, and I totally understand him. I mean, this is very intimidating. At the moment, he finally decides to move out a little, just a little bit. Yes, like that, just like that. Oh, but don't go into the siege tanks. Don't go in, or focus the siege tank. Focus the siege tank. Yeah. Okay, so Steph finally managed to break out of the prison that is Terran contained. The third base is ready, but it's not mining, while Chuanga's base is mining a lot more, and a drop is gonna come in here. There's a missile turret, yes, but it's not gonna be able to kill the medevac before the Marines are out. So, oof, a big oof. Look at the supply. I mean, 60 army supply, 60 supply advantage for Chuanga, and actually double the army supply in advantage as well. So good reaction actually from Steph. Manages to clear out that drop without losing almost anything actually. +2 attack starting up, while +1 armor is finishing for Chuanga, and he's going for another engage. Probably scouted the third base and now wants to take it out. And he has all the he got what he needs. Okay, I tried to use a complicated word and I failed miserably. So this base is gonna go down. The tanks are sieged up, and they're gonna actually they're gonna take out those siege tanks, which is pretty good. And he managed to save the base. He saved the base. Oh boy, and he saves it beautifully. Now the bio goes in, but in the range of the tanks, he saves the tank, and actually Steph with pretty good defense, even though the army supply difference, that was a pretty formidable defense, and I think this was the best way he could have defended. What I'd like from Steph is that he makes some counter-attacking, because right now he isn't counter-attacking and he's staying at his base, and as you can see, his opponent is almost maxed out, which is bad. And he's got almost finished fourth base, and probably he's gonna have a fifth base at some point. And this is not good. He's also supply blocked, but we're not talking about that. Whew. So both players have minerals, and I like that Chuanga is going for another engage right now. He actually tried to win for a counter attack. I really appreciate that. But now the Vikings are in danger. Oh, okay, they're not in danger anymore. But with this high ground advantage, Steph is with pretty solid defense, and I don't think that Chuanga can break into that, at least not from that angle, and he realizes that, and now he's gonna go from here while he's dropping. That's amazing. That's some pro play right there. And if he drops in this base, there's nothing to defend there. What are you gonna do? Oh, okay, some counter drop, but there are somehow Marines that counted, and well, at the meantime he's attacking here, but this is gonna be a complicated position to attack from. But these Marines, there are a lot of Marines, and Steph tries to bait the Marines into the siege tanks. Quite successful action, but these Marines are overstimmed, and a lot more of them are gonna die than they have to die. Ooh, actually those bio jumping in, killing the siege tanks. Ooh, it's actually a very upgraded bio because it's focusing a lot of siege tanks, and I'm not sure that Steph has enough, or at least he lost a lot. And this base might even go down. It's gonna go down. Oh boy, look at that. No, and it's killed. So there's a little counter attack here, which I really like. The SCVs got evacuated, but 22 on 4 SCVs lost, and there's a whole new army in Chuanga's main base. Along TvT is just my favorite. No, actually, they're very interesting. Whoa! Whoa! TvTs are very interesting, but my voice is gonna go out. And this is GG! Chuwanga succeeds in taking the victory in game number 1. Pretty good, I must say. Whew, I wonder what's gonna happen in game number 2 actually. Are they gonna go for something different? Maybe? I don't know. But Chuwanga dealing pretty good damage so far. I really like his play, and he's in game, so we're gonna wait a little. It seems. Yeah, he's still in game, and I wonder what he does there. Come on, man. Where are you? I mean, you're in the game, bud. So, second map is gonna be Eternal Empire. And what do we know about Eternal Empire? It's a very, like, I mean, it's a balanced map. It's a macro map, more or less. So, Oh, okay. So Chuwanga is out of the game, which means game number 2 is starting now. So Eternal Empire definitely has the prerequisites. Yes. Ah. Whew. Yes. I said it. Ah. I'm dying. Oh. So Eternal Empire has the prerequisites for a macro game, for quite a long macro game, and in Terran versus Terran especially. Chuwanga asks for 1 second. What we know is that in Eternal Empire, it's pretty easy to defend those 3 bases because they're on the high ground. And there is like one huge ramp. And if you place siege tanks on this platform, more like, and not ramp, you're pretty much good to go. I mean, your opponent cannot really penetrate that position, and he needs to go for doom drops and stuff like that. Which is definitely not a bad idea. I mean, doom drops are always one of the worst thing that an enemy Terran can do to you. And Chuwanga says he's ready-o, and this means we're ready to go. That almost rhymed, and I'm very, very happy and proud of myself. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. We're in the loading screen. And soon we'll be jumping into game number 2. In the bottom left corner of Eternal Empire, the player who managed to take game number 1, to take number 1. This is the Orange Terran, Chuwanga, who's actually going for a refinery first. Whoa. And his opponent from Red Blood with the Special Forces skin. This is the red, like his clan Terran player, Stef. And he's actually from France, I think. I'm almost sure he's from France. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whew. Yep, we see a slight difference in the builds already. And Chuwanga is going for double gas, which means he's gonna have more gas, which means more gas units, which means that he's probably gonna do some kind of early aggression. Whereas Stef is going for more macro builds every game. He is once again taking his CC on the low ground, which is very confident, and yeah, very confident in TvT because I mean, let's say the Reaper snipes your your Reaper, and then he snipes the SCV building the CC, and but then he comes with more forces and you're simply forced to cancel and start it all over again, where if you build it on the high ground you can at least finish it and have energy for mules or something like that. So the Reaper is actually taking a little bit of a different route to his opponent's base, but the enemy's Reaper is waiting. Whoop! Okay, so Chuwanga's Reaper hit first, which is very good. So, I wonder what's gonna happen. Chuwanga's going for a base on the low ground as well. They're both playing risky, or is it just me? Maybe I am just too defensive in style when coming down to TvT. I must be silent though. Why? Wait. Why would you be silent? They almost sniped it. Should have chased it. So now we got the standard 3 Reaper 2 Hellion composition that's gonna go and deal some damage if possible, and we see a bunker from Stef. He wants to feel extra safe, and I totally understand it because this is not an army to be reckoned with, and he sees it because of the vision of the Naga Tower. He needs to save this Reaper. He's gonna try to, but it's gonna get sandwiched. So 2 Reapers are probably gonna go on the high ground, and the 2 Hellions are gonna go on the low ground, and they're gonna really spread his opponent. Oh, they go into the unfinished wall, and they're in the mineral line, so this prevents mining, of course. You cannot mine in through that. So there's a siege tank, and the siege tank shoots, and everything goes explosions. So the 3 Marines are gonna try and deal some damage. Stef actually overestimating his opponent. He even evacuated all the 3rd base location. What? That was a little bit of an overreaction, in my opinion. Yeah, he goes back. Which scan is it? It's actually Stef's scan.
Ready to go.
Huh. Okay, that was weird. Maybe it was a misclick actually. Sometimes when I want to call down mules, I scan. And I really don't know how I do this. But it is what it is. And in the meantime, Chuwanga is setting up his 2nd base. With a worker advantage, a solid 6 worker advantage. We can see her here. And he's setting up his his macro, excuse me, and his production. But we see that this time, Stef is going for a double engineering bay, which means better upgrades. At the same time, he's trying to set up some good worker count. and a Raven. Yeah, it's always good to have a Raven as a Terran player, especially versus Terran. It's a key unit, and I realized it way too late. Excuse me for that one. So now the drop is coming in, and there's a siege tank, and it's gonna be very dangerous. The siege tank sieges, the only thing he's good at doing. But it's only one siege tank, which is bearable. So this drop is kinda easy to deal with. It has more of a mental damage impact. Oh, he needs to close in that Marines because he's gonna lose too many. So this is gonna go down and 5 workers go down, which is actually pretty great. So now, um, Chuwanga actually doing a pretty good job. Huh? Damn. What I actually realized is that Stef might be tired as well because this is his second best of 4, and this is sometimes definitely a factor. Well, especially in our leagues like Diamond, Platinum, and so on, because I mean, if you're Mago, for example, yeah, you can play the 100 games. Okay, let's say 50 games per day, but when you when you're like us, it's a lot harder. And we see that Steph is gonna go for a big push on the 7th minute mark. But is he gonna be able to execute it properly? The third base for Chuwanga is almost done, and Steph's third base is nowhere to be seen, even though he built his second base earlier. And what actually worries me for Steph is that are those Vikings, because in TvT, air superiority is especially important. And if you don't have the air superiority, you cannot do much pressure. I mean, yeah, he's gonna set up the siege line, and he's gonna do it beautifully. Actually, maybe he needs to be a little bit in front. Yeah, he can get in front a lot. I mean, he can totally do that, and this third base, it can go here and mine without a big problem. Except if Steph doesn't decide to split his army and attack from this location as well. But in the meantime, let's focus on what's happening on this side of the map. Those tanks, no! This was a little bit reckless. He needs to be careful not to lose those Vikings. He did. He lost 2.5 Vikings. I'm very confused. This, I don't think this did the expected damage. Now, okay, good control of the Marines. Didn't spill them out in the abyss of the siege tank lines, and we see a drop. I like how Chuwanga is counterattacking. Like every time his opponent can face him, he counterattacks. And what do we see here? The rally point of Stef's army are all here, so this means that there will be nothing to defend in his main base, which is gonna make the situation for Stef pretty dicey, especially if this drops activates. It does, and Stef reacts, but by the time he reacts, this is gonna be in the main base, I suppose. These are a lot of Marines, and their upgrades are it's 1-1. It's okay upgrades, but huh, this can turn bad. And this drop is going into the main base, so this means this mineral line should be evacuated as well. And Steph actually panicked a little, forgot his production. So he has 5 buildings not producing anything, which is not great, actually. And this drop is doing a lot more mental damage, I feel, than actual damage. And this CC might even go down with 50 with a 100 energy. These are 2 mules. Don't spend it, please, please, please save it. What's happening? Why is there no army? Um, I'm confused. I this should be defended. I mean, GG? No. What just happened? Oh boy. I missed the whole fight. How did I manage to do that? Or did I? Huh. I think that Chuwanga managed to get under his opponent's skin here. So, what is the map order? Uh, Zen is gonna be a third map. Okay, okay. What is going on? Okay, so players are ready, and we're jumping into game number 3. Chuwanga is actually doing a pretty nice job in turning the things around in the whole bracket. Which means that if he keeps doing that, he can even fight for first place. Or at least he can give chance to the second in the group to fight for a first place. But yeah, looks like he's definitely not gonna make it easy for his opponent. 2 out of 3 players are ready, and I forgot to switch the scenes. He stamped his arm into my tonks. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Chuwanga is ready and Stef is ready. Oh no! 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 Just stop! Stop! Okay. Okay. Prerequisites? Prerequisite. Huh. Yeah, actually that sounds a lot more okay. Whew. Whoa. Damn. Steph is going through that group like a hot knife through butter. I would have said hot butter through knife. Well, it was something that Scorpion said in a previous stream, I feel. Go, go, go. And both players are ready. This time we're jumping into game number 3, which is Zen. But we're gonna jump in just a little. Ladies and gentlemen, in the top right corner of Zen, this is the player who managed to took the first two games. Let me hear you for the Orange Terran, Chuwanga. Whoa. And his opponent, who needs your support in order to tie the series and to actually dominate his group. This is the red Terran player from our blood, Stef. He's actually haven't been dominated so far in his group, in his tier, and this is really fascinating, both for him but for Chuwanga as well. Because I mean, to take some wins out of the potential champion of your group, of your tournament, even depends on the format. This is very very impressive, I must say. And they're both going for cheeky stuff. I mean, 3 barracks versus 2 barracks. Well, um, 3 barracks win. Well, 4 barracks win for sure. But he actually scouted. He SCV scouted, so he knows what's up. He's placing down a bunker immediately. Maybe I'd like him to see place it. No, actually here. Here is fine because it's closer to the SCVs. They can repair and so on. So Chuwanga now scouts, knows what's up. He knows that there's no gas, so he knows it's proxy marines. What he needs to do is simply defend, and he's doing that so far. Maybe he needs a factory, so he can be a little bit ahead in tech as well. These are a lot of marines. It's a pretty formidable amount of marines. Maybe he's gonna go for the factory somewhere here. Maybe it's gonna be a proxy and he's gonna do a lot of damage. But so the 5 marines are gonna go into the ramp, but they're gonna go into a bunker. So that's not gonna be the very merry welcome. Ooh, 1 marine goes down even. And oh, they managed to escape actually and go behind. I'm not sure what's happening. What are these shooting at? Oh, they're shooting here. So they need to be very careful. And Chuwanga dealing pretty good with his opponent. With his opponent's cheese. But 2 marines managed to slip. Oh, maybe they focused fire this SCV, but it's okay, it's okay. So 4 marines are gonna go, and they're gonna focus fire the bunker. Oh no! If you focus fire the marines, if you only focus fire the marines, this game would have been over, basically. But this bunker is saving Chuang's skin right now. A lot of marines are in front of the ramp, but with this bunker, I'm not sure this is the wisest thing you can do. He's gonna go and slide in once again, but losing 2 marines is a fact, and you should not risk it. Yeah. Doing some more harassment. Okay. So, Chuwanga is basically ahead right now. He's ahead in tech, and he's ahead in workers. So, Stef cannot commit to this forever. I mean, he keeps losing and losing Marines. And as I said, a proxy starport with a Liberator, which is sieged here, the game is gonna be over. So, I feel that I don't wanna be the Oracle here, pun intended, but I think it's gonna be a game ending. Oh, never mind. Starport wasn't even finished. Yeah, this was game over, and Chuanga game takes game number 3 with his good defense. uh, GL always sounds like Proxy Rax. And Everdream was the fourth. Yeah, Stef says that his Marines should bunker without Marines inside. So this piece he realized his mistake as well. And honestly, I think this was the moment that he lost the game, because otherwise, if he fired the other Marines, this game would have been over and he would have took the win. So I wonder if Stef is gonna try that one more time. Huh. I really wonder. But I don't think it's in Stef's style. So Chuwanga is ready, and we're waiting for Stef's confirmation to jump into game number 4 of this best of 4. Waiting for confirmation. Actually, it's I totally understand if Stef wants to take a breather, wants to get his thoughts together, because it could be really, really stressful to lose like 3 games in a row, and just huh. Yeah, it's totally fine if he wants time. Uh, so the fourth map is Everdream. Uh, it's a kinda like it's quite a long map. It's macro oriented in my opinion. So I would be interested to observe a game on that map. Oh, excuse me, especially. Wonder what's gonna happen. Hmm. Still waiting for Steph to confirm, but that will happen eventually. Oh, and Steph is ready, which means we're jumping into game number 4. And this is actually going to be the last game for today. I don't know. It's always a mystery. Ladies and gentlemen, in the top right corner of Everdream, this is the orange Terran player who has been dominating this series. Let me hear you for Chuwanga. Well, okay. Centered it. Nailed it. And his opponent, who really, really needs your support. So, I want to hear you in the Twitch chat, everybody. This is the red Terran player from Red Blood, Stef. Score is set. They're both going for kind of similar builds, except that Stef is gonna try very, very weird strategy, but I mean, he's gonna go for it again, and maybe that's because he's tired. I mean, it could simply be that, and I would totally understand if it is. So Chuwanga sees that it's gonna be against Cheese once again. I wonder though, what is he gonna do? He's gonna let them. Oh boy! But this time, Steph decides to spice it up with Marauders. And I couldn't like this more. This is gonna be very exciting to cast. And actually, this is what he did in versus me the last game we played. So I shouldn't be that surprised. And if Chuanga watched those replays, shouldn't be surprised as well. But he looks like he reacts the exact same way, which is gonna be interesting. Actually, very interesting because I mean, yeah, this is gonna work against Marines, but is it gonna work versus Marauders? And the question is he gonna wait for the second Marauder? Yeah, he will. So
Command
this is
center upgrade completed.
this is still unscouted, oh boy, this is gonna be crazy. So we got two proxy barracks for Marauders in Chuangas' main, and we got a proxy factory in Stef's main. So this is gonna be a pretty good quick game by any means. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so SCVs are starting to fall down. Oop, two ICVs fall down. And I'm not sure these Marines are enough to withstand the power of the Marauder. One Marauder falls down. Actually, they might be enough to withstand the power of the Marauder. But with good focus fire, Stef just might be able to deal some pretty solid damage. But with these SCVs helping out, it's gonna be quite hard. Oh, focus fire on the Marine. Good focus fire. Ooh, a little bit laggy on my side. But Marauder after Marauder come out, and these are a lot of them. So the Marauder tries to snipe the SCVs instead. Another one goes out, but the Marines simply have too much DPS, and this is what keeps Chuanga in the game. In the meantime, there's a Hellion in the production tab for Chuanga, which is gonna harass the Stef's SCVs, and if he's not careful, he's gonna lose them. So right now, oh, a little bit of a misclick there, I suppose. So he can take out this bunker, I think, with some pretty good focus fire. I don't think it will be a problem. He can also destroy the supply depot and supply block Chuanga. At the same time, two Hellions are gonna go and rain havoc in Stef's base, so this means that Stef is gonna be kinda on a clock here. He tries to deal with them, but the Hellions are putting too much of a fight. But at the same time, Stef is doing pretty solid damage. Like, I mean, very solid. And behind his SCVs and close the command center. So this is gonna be a very fun game. The barracks is gonna go down, and two more barracks are in the production tab, but I mean, is it gonna be enough? So right now, Chuanga is wasting his resources on repairing this one, while his supply blocked, so this barrack is essentially doing nothing. And slowly but surely, oh boy, he's timmed. Holy mother of Visu. Oh, the bunker falls down, and the SCVs are pulled. Yeah, pull the boys. I mean, this is the only thing you can do, but these Marauders are way too many, and can SCVs fight Marauders? I'm not very convinced they can. And this is a very close game. The Marines fall down, so right now Chuanga cannot really set up that Marine count he managed to set up last game. The Marauders are on the mineral line. This command center is still lifted. 4 Hellions are gonna be the last resort of Chuanga. One falls down, but the Hellions are extremely... They're paper. They're paper hats. How do you fight How do you fight with paper hats? Look at them. The Marauders are shredding through the Hellions. Ooh, a little bit of a misfocused fire there, but actually manages to clear out the Marauders, and this is a GG for Stef. Whoa. That was the #1 anime plot twist. Oh boy. Okay, that was a very, very unexpected for me turn of events. Wow. So that means that at the end of the day, Chuwanga manages to take down his opponent 4-0 with very, very solid games, honestly. He he looked unbreakable, and I really, really liked his style of play. His TvT seems it's on flick. Wow. Well, guys and gals, I think that was all for today. Once again, uh, don't forget to to donate to the match arena links, and you don't even need your actually real money to donate. You simply we simply ask for your time, and we need like 1 minute of your time. That's the complete maximum, honestly. So go there, donate to the cause, because these guys are super, super skilled. And I mean, I'm not talking only for our diamond players. I'm also talking about masters and grandmasters, especially. Both of them are just amazing. So please do use the chance to help them out. I would be really, really happy. Once again, I'm gonna ask for the links, !matcherino. You can find them. You can find them yourself. And I think this is gonna be all for today. Thank you once again for watching. This was Vladoman. This was Amateur StarCraft 2 Amateur Championship Season 1. See you guys next time, and have a great, great Tuesday tomorrow. Bye.